Well, good morning. Welcome back. So, we'll start as we frequently do in this cross legged seat position. So, if you're not already in a seat, go ahead and come into one. And then take a moment to close your eyes. Just begin to guide your attention inside your body. It's always good to do a little check in before we start to move to see how we're feeling today. So, perhaps you're feeling sleepy if you're practicing as I am at 7 in the morning. Maybe you're already awake. Maybe you're doing this practice later. But just take a moment to check in with how you're feeling today. And this can also include checking in with any injuries that you might have and remembering that in any practice that you do, you can always skip the poses or the postures that might not be right for you because of an injury or something that you're rehabilitating. And as you're starting to check in with any physical sensation in your body, also check in with your emotions, your thoughts, what's present right now. And then start to slow your breath and deepen your breath. So the next time that you breathe in to the count of 3. Briefly hold your breath and then exhale to the count of 6. Again, inhale to the count of 3. Briefly hold and exhale to 6. One more like that. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. All right, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward and up. And start to reach up through one hand and up through the other side. Left and right a few times. Gently pull down on your fingers. Lengthen through each arm, down each side of your torso. Sensing all the way down into the low back on either side. All right, as you release your hands down to the floor, we'll start to move the arms and the torso with the breath. So now as you next inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And then as you exhale, twist over to your right side and just release your arms down. Take another breath in as you reach up, bringing your torso back to center. Exhale and twist over to the left. Release the arms down. Again, inhale, reach up, bring the torso through center. Exhale and twist over to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left. All right, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale and twist to the right this time, go ahead and pause in the twist. So you might even let that left hand come all the way over to your right knee. And then as you're pausing in the twist, use just a little bit of connection with this left hand and right knee to help hold you in place. Not too much force, just a little bit. And then slowly turn your head to look back behind you. And now maintaining the rotation from your shoulders down, turn your head over to the left. And then turn your head back to the right. Just finding gentle rotation in the neck as you maintain rotation from the shoulders downwards. All right, take one more breath. All right, now the next time that you inhale, let your torso untwist. Take your arms back up. Exhale and twist over to the left. And again, holding the rotation. So right hand connects with the left knee. Left hand is towards the floor behind you. Begin to turn your head to look back. And then turn your head back over to the right. And just allow your head to keep turning side to side as you breathe. All right, now the next time that you inhale, release the rotation, take the arms back up one more time. This time, let the palms come together above your head, and then exhale and bring your hands to your heart. All right, so we'll shift onto hands and knees. As you come onto your hands and knees, hands are about shoulder distance apart, knees about hip distance apart. And then as you inhale, let the belly drop, lifting your head and your tailbone. And then as you exhale, tuck your tail, round your back, bring your chin toward your chest. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift your head and tail. Exhale, tuck and round. And then one more like that, breathing in and breathing out. So as you bring your torso back to neutral, take your knees close together and then lift your left knee up and out to the side. Pause a moment. Take your attention all the way down into your left toes. Energize your foot a little bit. And then start to rotate through your left hip by drawing a circle with your knee. All right, change directions. All right, lift that same left knee back about to the side, and then step your left foot down to the floor. All right, walk your hands in, lifting up. We'll take our palms together in front of the heart, interlace the fingers, press the palms forward and up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side bend to the left. Again, inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. And one more, breathing in. And breathing out. As you inhale and come up, exhale, release your arms. Step your left foot forward a small distance. So we're just coming into a short lunge. Yesterday we did a longer lunge, but today this one is short. So front knee over the ankle and right hip over the knee or thereabouts. All right, so take your right hand across to your left knee. Sweep the left hand forward and up and back and down. And just rotate a few times here through your left shoulder. All right, now the next time you take your left arm back, go ahead and pause in the twist and turn your head to look back toward your left hand. And then let that left hand rotate down and up. And as you're doing this, let the rotation travel all the way up your arm. So it's not just your palm rotating, but your entire arm rolling forward and down and then up and back. Just as far as is comfortable and possible. All right, sweep your left hand forward and then step forward into a forward fold. So right foot comes forward. Take your feet a little wider than your hips to start, especially if the backs of your legs are feeling a little tight today, or if they usually do, start with your feet a little wide, your knees slightly bent. Release the weight of your head. Start to relax your cheeks, your jaw. Might even shake out your head, yes and no, if that feels good for you. All right, another breath. Now bend your knees so that your hands can come to the floor, and then step your feet back. We'll come into downward facing dog. Hips come up into the air. Now, just like our forward fold, start with your knees bent. And then experiment with straightening one leg. So one heel drops while the opposite knee bends even more deeply. And then switch back and forth a few times. All right, as you release down to your knees, take them back together. Now, left leg reaches back in space. And just lift your leg up about the same height as your torso. You want to feel the back of your left leg engaged as though you're pushing up against a surface. Now keep that leg engaged, keep reaching back and slightly pushing up as you take your right arm forward. All right, take this right hand out to the side. And then right hand to low back. And then back out to the side. And forward. And then down to the floor. Now cross your left leg over the right leg so the toes drop. And then curve your spine to the right as you peek back at your left foot. Sensing into the left low back, side of the waist and rib cage. All right, bring your legs back together, sit back towards your feet. We'll take a brief child's pose in between sides. And as you're sitting back towards your feet, your forehead might come to the floor, to a block. You might just stay up on your elbows here if it's not comfortable to drop your head all the way down. And then take 3 rounds of breath. Breathing into the count of 3. Briefly pause, exhale to 6. Inhale to 3. Pause. Exhale to 6. Inhale to 3. Pause. Exhale to 6. All right, bring yourself back up onto hands and knees. Knees come back together. Lift your right knee up and out to the side. Pause. Energize your right foot. Send some attention all the way into your right toes. And then start to rotate through your hip. Right knee draws a big circle in space. Change directions. All right, now lift that right knee back up out to the side and then step your right foot down to the floor, so directly out from your hip. Walk your hands in, lifting up. Palms come together in front of the heart, interlace the fingers, press the palms forward and up. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Again, inhale, come up. Exhale over to the right. And one more, breathing in. And breathing out. All right, as you inhale and come up, exhale, release your arms. Step your right foot forward into a short lunge so your knee's over your ankle and your left hip is over your knee. Then take this left hand across to the right knee. Sweep the right hand forward and up and back and down. Rotating a few times here. All right, now the next time that you take your right hand back, go ahead and pause in the twist. Turn your head to look back towards your right hand, and then start to turn the palm up and down. And as you do that, let the rotation travel all the way up the arm so you start to feel your whole shoulder rolling forward and rolling back. All right, now as you take your right hand forward, both hands come to the floor and step forward. Again, feet about hip distance or slightly wider, depending on your comfort and what works best for your body. And as you fold forward, release the weight of the head. It can feel nice here to grab a hold of your elbows. So the weight of your arms gives your shoulders and part of your back a little stretch. All right, another breath in and out. All right, bend your knees enough to plant your palms on the floor. Step your feet back into downward dog. All right, release down to your knees. And this time we'll take the right leg back in space. Just lift it up about the same height as your torso. And remember that as you're reaching your foot back, you're also pushing up against an invisible surface, setting on the back of your right leg. So really keep the back of your right leg strong as you're reaching back. Take your left arm forward, and then left hand goes out to the side. Left hand to low back. And back out to the side. And forward. And now down to the floor, cross your right leg over your left leg, drop the toes, curve your spine over to the left as you peek back at your right foot. And sensing up the right side of the body, low back, rib cage. All right, bring the legs back together. And now we'll come back into our seated position for a couple of breathing practices. All right, so as you come back into your seat, you might, like I am, be sitting on a cushion. You could also be sitting in a chair or sitting in any way that feels good for you, where you feel like your spine is upright and you have a sense of ease in your belly, a sense of ease of movement as you breathe. All right, so the first breathing practice we'll kind of echo back to earlier in the class, where we're breathing into the count of 3, pausing, but then as you exhale, breathe out to the count of 6, and then pause again. All right, so that'll be a 3 count inhale, pause, 6 count exhale, pause. All right, breathing into 3. Hold the breath. Exhale to 6. Pause. Inhale to 3. pause. Exhale to 6. Pause. Inhale to 3. Exhale to 6. Last breath. Inhale to 3. Pause. Exhale to 6. Now just allow your breath to flow in and out of the body without counting for the moment. All right, now adding to this way of breathing, the breathing into 3, pausing, exhaling to 6, pausing, we'll add alternate nostril breathing. I believe we did this one on day 1. So take your right hand, take your peace fingers in towards your palm so that you have your thumb and your ring finger to block your nostrils. All right, so right thumb, right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril to the count of 3. Close it off and pause. Open the right, exhale to 6. Close off the right and pause. Open the left. Inhale to 3. Close and pause. Open the right. Exhale to 6. Now inhale right side. Close and pause. Open the left. Exhale to 6. Inhale left side. Pause. Exhale to 6. Now keep going at your own speed. Inhale through the open side to 3. Pause in the middle. Exhale to 6 through the opposite side. Then inhale through that side to the count of 3. Pause at the middle. Exhale to the count of 6 through the opposite side. Inhale to 3 through the open side. Pause in the middle. Exhale to the count of 6 through the opposite side. So going left to right and right to left. So the next time that you exhale out your left nostril, just go ahead and release your right hand down and begin to sense and feel the breath as it flows in through both nostrils. Becoming aware of the cool nature of the breath as it flows into the body and how warm the breath feels as it flows back out. Now, as we guide our palms together in front of the heart, we bow to the light within ourselves as well as each other. Namaste. Thank you again for joining me live or later for this class. See you again next time. Bye-bye.